The Australian Guide to Healthy Eating is another type of a food selection model. The Australian Guide to Healthy Eating is a food selection guide which visually represents the proportion of the 5 food groups recommended for consumption each day. The 5 food groups visually represented are vegetables and beans, fruit, grains such as cereal foods, lean meat, poultry, fish, eggs, nuts and seeds, and milk, yogurt and cheese. Grain foods such as cereal foods, which are foods that are mostly whole grain or high in fibre, and vegetables/legumes and beans are both food groups to be consumed in large amounts on a daily basis. This is demonstrated through both areas being the biggest on the diagram. After this, the third most important food group to consume daily is lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, tofu, nuts and seeds. Lastly, the 2 other food groups being fruit and dairy products such as milk, yogurt, cheese, etc. should be consumed on a daily basis but in smaller proportions. Down the bottom of the model, it also represents foods that should be used in small amounts such as oils and butters. It also represents down the bottom of the food selection model foods that should only sometimes and in small amounts be consumed such as lollies, hamburgers, alcohol, chips, etc. The model also puts a high importance on the consumption of water being a vital part of a daily diet through the image of a glass of water and through stating, "Drink plenty of water." Therefore, the Australian Guide to Healthy Eating is a food selection guide which visually represents the proportion of the 5 food groups recommended for consumption each day. The Australian Guide to Healthy Eating is another type of a food selection model.